Behold, mortals and immortals alike, the tempestuous force that is HERA's wrath, a fury unmatched in the annals of myth and legend. HERA, Queen of the Gods, bearer of unparalleled majesty and authority, possesses a wrath so potent that even the mightiest of heroes wither in fear. Her eyes ablaze with righteous fury, and her countenance exuding an aura of indomitable power. With each step, the very earth trembles beneath her feet, echoing the tumult of her wrathful spirit. Her voice, usually as melodious as songbirds of paradise, now reverberates with thunderous intensity, carrying 4 degrees of doom to those who haven't heard his pleasure. No corner of the mortal world is safe from her gaze, for HERA's wrath knows no bounds, transcending the realms of heaven and earth alike. Woe betide the unfortunate soul who arouses the ire of HERA, for her vengeance knows no mercy. From kings to commoners, none are spared from her divine judgment, as she weaves webs of calamity and misfortune to ensnare those who dare to oppose her divine will. Thus, let us read this cautionary tale of HERA's wrath, lest we find ourselves at the mercy of her divine fury, condemned to suffer the consequences of challenging the authority of Olympus' queen. In the throes of her anger, HERA transforms from the regal matron of Olympus into a figure of divine retribution.
Leto is mostly famous because of her relationship with Zeus, which resulted in giving birth to 2 divine children who would later be considered among the 12 Olympian gods, Artemis and Apollo. Everything started when HERA found out that Leto was pregnant by her husband Zeus. Furious and ashamed of this betrayal from Zeus, she cursed Leto not to find a solid ground or island on earth to give birth to her children. Leto, in labor and great pain, had wandered around all Greece to find a place to give birth, but people didn't let her bear his children close to their homes, afraid of HERA's anger. That is when Zeus emerged an island from the sea so that Leto would find a refuge. This island was Delos, which was believed to be a floating island. Giving birth to 2 gods, Leto found a safe refuge to give birth in Delos, which was surrounded by swans. The delivery of Artemis was painless, but the birth of Apollo lasted for 9 whole days and nights because HERA had kidnapped Althea, goddess of childbirth, preventing Leto from having an easy and painless labor. It is said that with the absence of Althea, Artemis was the one to help her mother deliver her twin brother, Apollo. The delivery took place under a palm tree. Therefore, that is how Delos later became the sacred place of Apollo.
Callisto was a nymph in Greek mythology, a follower of goddess Artemis. Zeus fell in love with her and disguising himself as Artemis and seduced her. She later became pregnant and was transformed into a bear by a jealous HERA. Her son Arcas unknowingly almost killed her while hunting. But Zeus intervened by placing them both in the sky in the constellations Ursa Major and Ursa Minor.
Lamia is a female or hermaphroditic demon in Greek mythology who devoured children and seduced men. Lamia was originally a Libyan queen loved by Zeus. When his jealous wife HERA learned of their affairs, she stole away Lamia's children, and the woman, driven mad with grief, tore out her own eyes. Zeus then transformed her into a monster, allowing her to exact revenge by devouring the children of others.
Alcmene in Greek mythology is a mortal princess, the granddaughter of Perseus and Andromeda. She was the mother of Heracles by Zeus, who disguised himself as her husband Amphitryon and seduced her. Alcmene was one of Zeus' mistresses who got punished by Hera. In Pausanias' recounting, Hera sent witches to hinder Alcmene's delivery of Heracles. The witches were successful in preventing the birth until Historis, daughter of Tiresias, thought of a trick to deceive the witches. Like Galanthris, Historis announced that Alcmene had delivered her child. Having been deceived, the witches went away, allowing Alcmene to give birth.